Welcome to the Dusseldorf Boat Show 2026. I'm here on the Hanse stand, which also is housing the boat behind me, which is the Moody DS41. Moody have an incredible history, originally built in the UK, in Hanse, and built a massive range of very strong and sturdy boats. They evolved over the years and have eventually become part of the Hanse group, which is obviously why it's on the stand today. So let me come and show you this latest offering, the 41 DS. Before we just jump aboard, I'm just quickly from this angle going to give you a quick view of what she looks like. And we can also have a look at her sailing. Right, here we are on the back of the Moody, and it's quite an interesting boat with the different levels we have, which makes it really interesting and gives you either a feeling of security or a feeling of having an amazing view. Before we jump on, I will just point out that down here, I don't know how well you can see that, we have a fold down platform which slots up into that transom there, so you do have a platform to be able to enjoy and swim in the water. But the first thing we're hit with are these two helm stations, one either side. I'm going to go to this one because it's got the engine controls on. The Yanmar engine, as you can see, those are the instruments for that. Throttle here, we've got our Raymarine, we've got our MFD, and here is the bow thruster. You've actually got quite a good view. I'm standing, and that's my view over there, or obviously I can just stand here and I've got a great view, certainly upwind, and you probably need somebody calling downwind, but hopefully that gives you enough of a view. Before I jump into the cockpit, let's just have a quick look forward. Great grab rail which goes right the way along. Just come round onto the deck, totally uncluttered. Your track for that headsail is up there. Nice big hatch into the forward cabin. Up here we've got a really nice sail locker which goes forward into the anchor locker, and also could be a seat, and over here we've got another seat facing forward. So very usable. And these side decks feel really safe because you've got this bulwark which extends up there. So let's just drop down into the cockpit, and as we're doing that, we'll just have a look at this locker here, because this is a useful sized locker. It's full of stuff for the show, but it is really deep and wide, so you'd get fenders and warps for sure, but even maybe a dinghy in there. So we drop down into the cockpit, and that's what makes it feel really safe. You can see we've got 2 steps down. In here we've got lovely seating either side. We've got a great table, lovely wooden table, and those sides extend up, so it would come to what here and that way, so table serving both sides. These seats have storage beneath them. Just lift that up and you can see in there, and that's the same the other side. And you've got your winches and clutches either side close at hand. Now this has a hardtop which extends back, and you can see this fabric roof comes down these tracks. Now getting down here, or stepping down into the cockpit, would be quite tricky because it would come to here and you'd have to really duck, but I guess hopefully you're in decent weather and it's going to be open most of the time. You could certainly do it, but it's a little bit of a duck. So this floor and the whole part of the table here, you can see lifts up. It is unfortunately not available to do today, but the Yanmar engine is situated down there. Right, let's go into the interior. Before we do that, this whole panel here is glass, so for viewing it's great, and obviously for light it's great. As you can see here, there's a big window that opens up, and that's through to the galley. So if you are out here, you've got access to passing stuff out, although you've got the door there obviously, but you're in touch with the person cooking as well. So let's jump in, have a quick sweep round. Now the DS in the name is for deck saloon, and this is the deck saloon, and what it means is that you are an elevated position and have all that incredible view around you. So if I sit here, that is my view out onto the water or whatever you might be looking at. But let's work our way around the galley. So we've got a fridge down there. In here we've also got another chiller box. We've got 1.5 bowl sink under there. We have oven here, lots of storage drawers and worktop to the side there. Opposite we have a really nice dining table, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess 4 is probably what most people would have on a boat of this size. Again, down here we've got a lovely great storage drawer, and if I just open this is quite impressive. So down here is a huge storage area, but you've also got another fridge there, but there is room down there for, crikey, it's almost another cabin, but you've got room down there for anything you'd want to store, be that dinghies, paddle boards, whatever. Let's move forward. Now this is interesting because this is a nav area, but it could also be an indoor helm. You've got your throttles here, so you could certainly control the engines, but obviously you haven't got a wheel. Nice surfaces up here, anti-glare. Over here we've got a place where you'd probably, I don't know, I'd store my charts, I think. But you've got some demisters there and there to clear the screen, and a vent for your heating or aircon there. Right, let's go down into the accommodation, and on the way down we'll just have a look at the switchgear panel. And then we'll dip into the second cabin, which is a twin. Lovely finish on wood on this one. So there we have twin cabin, big unit between, that's really deep, and some nice pockets to put your bits and bobs in. There's a drawer down there obviously, which is really long, so plenty of storage in there. Got a nice shelf there. As you can see here, you've got more storage all along the side. You've got a little port up there that actually goes into the saloon, a couple of reading lights, and then in here a nice big wardrobe with both hanging and shelving. So let's just go forward into the main cabin, which again is beautifully light. Hull windows, coach roof windows, another coach roof window, and those hatches which we saw on the foredeck. So a lovely big bed, access down the side here, storage just everywhere, another one there. You've got a little shelf around you, so if you're not sailing and heeling you could put stuff on there. Again, you've got the storage here. Here we've got decent sized wardrobe, or cupboard I should say, and then here we have this ensuite, which for a 41-foot boat I think is great. Nice sink, cupboards under it. The loo is in the shower area, but that doesn't really matter. There's quite a nice shower unit there with a solid door. So that was the ensuite. Let's just have a look at the main heads, so day heads as well obviously. Again, we've got that nice sink unit, very nicely lit, open cupboards there, got a port out there, and again, like the ensuite, the loo is in the shower, but again we've got that Nice shower unit there. So there it is, the Moody DS41. I think it's great that they've continued the brand. Moody's have a great tradition and are well respected within the sailing community. This boat comes in at 675,000. That's a starting price, but it does include the tax. So again, from Hanse, a very affordable boat. Hope you've enjoyed this tour. If you have, please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps our channel and allows us to do these things. And we will see you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching.